As you've probably noticed, all my videos so far have been one take. So if there are lots of ums and ers and mistakes, just, let it be. So, last lesson we learned how to do the first half of a G major scale. Or it was about this tempo, really. So, we're going to learn the rest of the G major scale. And the great thing about learning the first scale, just an easy major scale, is that since the mandolin is tuned evenly, meaning that it's tuned fifths, all in fifths, there's no change. That means if you know the G major scale, you know the D major scale, they're the same fingerings, and you know the A major scale too. It's a little off. A lot better. Okay, so you know all those scales. So the end of the G major scale is exactly the same as how it started. It's open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. Or you can call that root, whole step, half step. Now you're just going to move on to the D string and do the same thing. D, open string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, and then you put that all together. And there you have your G major scale. So we're going to do that very slowly, or actually not too slowly, but you'll figure it out. Here we go. And count 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, ready, go. Now we're going to run that forwards and backwards, and it's going to sound like this. And when I get up to this note, the 5th fret on the D string, also known as G, which is an octave above the G. Well, not quite because I'm out of tune. Anywho, when we get there, we're going to hit that note twice. And that's just so it comes out even in 4s. And here we go, we're going to do that 2 times. And when we get down to the bottom, we're also going to hit the low G twice. And it's going to sound like this. But not that fast. So here we go, we're going to do that 2 or 3 times. And if you don't get it on the first 2 or 3 times, just, rewind the video. It's YouTube. So here we go. I'll count you in. 1, 2, ready, go. So, there we go. So you do that. You should practice that. Pause the video after I'm done saying this sentence. You should practice that a couple more times and do it on the D string and the A string too. As fast as you want, but if it starts sounding really bad, like just because you can play it fast and it sounds horrible, it's not really impressive. I mean, you can hear how my tone like the quality of the tone that I'm playing goes down if I play way too fast. Here, listen. Doesn't really sound good, so take it slow. We're gonna do that, and practice it forwards and backwards on all of the strings. Here's a challenge. If you can figure out how to do the next octave of G, so you might not know what those terms mean, it's fine if you don't, just skip it. But if you do know, if you've ever played another instrument, you might want to try figuring out the next octave of G, and that's going to sound like this. And run that forwards and backwards. Okay, that concludes our lesson. In our next lesson, we will be learning our first tune, Angeline the Baker, and we're going to play it in a key. You could call that D major or A pentatonic. It's both. Mandolin the Baker.